Hi guys, by now I'm guessing you would have already seen and got introduced to every single one of our plants in the veggie garden, in the both in the garden bed as well as in those various grow bags. We have starting from flowering plants like mandevilla and hibiscus, and we have a couple of amaranthus plants, saplings. We have both cherry tomato and the bigger tomato plants, and then we have the basil. We have cucumber, papaya, and green pepper, followed by the Indian eggplant and the Indian beans. So, in this episode, I thought of introducing you to someone new. You know how much we care about these plants, and how do we show care and affection and love to these plants. So, these are some of the things that we are using to care for these plants. This is by no means an expert opinion or an endorsement of any of these products, but as novices and as beginners, uh, in our first attempt to have a garden bed of our own in our backyard. So these are some of the products that we've been using so far. So let's introduce you to them one by one. So first up is the neem oil. So we had tons of squash bugs in our squash plant. It was very deeply infested at one point of time with dozens of squash bugs. You would see them running all over the plant at any point of time during the day. And finally, we tried all kinds of things, tried soap solution, and then somebody suggested that neem oil is good. So we have been spraying neem oil, though I don't see, to be honest, I don't see a very positive impact. Like I don't see the bugs reducing or the eggs getting destroyed by the application of this neem oil. But it's still probably something that you can try out if your plant is suffering from um, squash bugs. So, but it also controls black spot, powdery mildew, rust, spider mites, aphids, white flies, and other insect pests. So, all you do is you can just spray them onto the plants, um, yeah, judiciously, and then maybe hopefully you'll see the bugs and insects reducing. The second thing that we have been using ever since we had our first tiny little garden bed and tiny little uh, home garden is this Miracle Grow plant food. And so we've been like I've been using it in mostly in the water cans when I water them, and so the recommended usage is also given in the packaging. I think it's 2 tablespoons in a large can of water if you're watering plants that are in the soil, and a couple of teaspoons of powder if you're watering potted plants. Yeah, so I think this has produced uh, positive effects to all the plants that we have, and this is something that we have just started using recently, which is the shake and feed. And the packaging reads that it's very specific to tomato, fruit, and vegetable. And I think the first time we tried this out was maybe 2 weeks back, and since then we have already started seeing some tomato fruits forming. So, oh yeah, I guess it also has had some good impact on our plants. I have also applied this to our Indian eggplant, the Indian eggplant, which was very tiny in the beginning and started sprouting leaves um, all around. And right now it has been showing, or it has been producing some flowers. So keeping our fingers crossed, we should start seeing some eggplant forming pretty soon. So yeah, getting introduced to these three. And the other thing that we have used is this, the black cow. I think it's cow manure, but I don't think I've used this um, since the first time I potted some of these. So the large, still have the large bag uh, still remaining, but I think this is also something that I would suggest you guys to use. And just a disclaimer again, this is by no means an expert opinion. I'm a beginner at this myself, and I just wanted to share our experiences with you guys. So yeah, thank you.